Good morning, my dear students. Myself, Dr. Lakshmama HR, working as an assistant professor, Department of Commerce and Management, Government First Grade College, Anekal, Bangalore district. Today, we are going to discuss 27th session, correlation analysis. Definition. Correlation is defined by A.M. Tattle as an analysis of the correlation of two or more variables. Two or more variables is called correlation. An analysis of the correlation of two or more variables. So for analyzing the correlation coefficient, we require two or more variables is called correlation. Meaning, correlation is a statistical tool with the help of which the relationship between two or more than two variables are studied is called correlation. The measure of correlation is called correlation coefficient. So correlation is a statistical tool. So in the previous sessions, we are all discussed the statistical tools. What do you mean by statistics and uses of statistics, objectives and importance of statistics. So basically the statistical tools or techniques are mean, median, mode, standard deviation, quartile deviation, range, and weighted mean, arithmetic mean, combined mean, so forth. So on. So correlation is also a statistical tool which analyze the relationship between two or more than two variables is called correlation. Okay. Next is objectives of correlation coefficient. What is the main objective? What is the main purpose of preparing correlation coefficient is correlation analysis helps in measuring the relationship between two variables. So for analyzing correlation, we require two variables. So what it means? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಎರಡು ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆ ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಇರುವಂತಹ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಕಾರ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಕಾರ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಇಂದ ನಾವು ಆ ಎರಡಿಗೂ ಇರುವಂತಹ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅನಲೈಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಟೂ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮೈನ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಕೋಎಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ analysis and understanding the relationship between two or more variables are increasing day by day with the developments in the field of social sciences. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದರ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆ ದಿನ ದಿನಕ್ಕೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸಸ್. Okay, we are all know that without statistical data, without statistical analysis, we cannot able to develop the economy. For all the economic activities, either for the central or state government or any corporate sectors, all they depend on only statistical analysis. So with the help of statistical tools and techniques, through the use of techniques, they are going to analyze the situation of the company or situation of the country or situation of anything that is in the field of social sciences. For all the research and developmental activities, each and every person is depend on statistical tools. So correlation is also a important statistical tools which studies the relationship between two or more variables. Okay, next is uses of correlation coefficient. ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಏನೇನೆಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಕಾನಮಿಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ವಿತ್ ಸಿ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್. The use of coefficient of correlation is very wide. As I told you now, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇಂದಾನೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ಗೂ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು ಸರ್ವೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಬಡ್ಜೆಟ್ ಅಲೋಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ very important. So correlation coefficient is also a very wide statistical tool. In almost all social sciences, this is now being increasingly used. ಬೇರೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ this correlation coefficient is widely used in all the social science activities. What do you mean by social science activities? ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ corporate sectors or organizations or the state government or central government for budget allocation, for manufacturing of the product, for every thing they are using the statistical tools. It is used whenever each number of a group of individuals has been measured on 2 or more traits. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ನಾವು ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ವಿತ್ 2 traits, two ways ಅನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು how we, if we manufacture this product, what will happen? If we, rather than manufacturing this, if we manufacture product B, what will happen? So basically we have to measure on 2 or more traits. It expresses at one figure the average degree of resemblance that is between the 2 traits. In specific uses are prediction. Prediction is nothing but the coefficient of correlation is used quite profitably in prediction. For example, in a number of studies, it is used to predict the success one will achieve in his further careers, not only for education. See, for example, advertisement and sales turnover. Prediction. What it means? So it means if we make expenditure on advertisement, how it affects to sales turnover. Okay, in our daily life we are seeing advertisements in newspaper, TV, magazines, etc, etc. And company, they are incurring lakhs together, or some big companies, they are incur crores together of expenditure for advertisement. Okay, so no need to explain here what is advertisement and the different modes of advertisement, etc, is it? So through this advertisement, how it affects to sales turnover. ಒಂದು ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಕೊಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕಂಪನಿ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಟರ್ನೋವರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ವ ಮಕ್ಳ? ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನಾವು ಏನಾಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ ಆಗ್ತೀವಿ, motivate ಆಗ್ತೀವಿ. Definitely the customers will inspire and motivate to buy the product. If they buy more and more product, definitely the sales turnover of the company increases. So what it says, it is the 2 or more traits, measured on 2 or more traits. It is nothing but correlation is study the relationship between 2 variables. Here 2 variables are advertisement and sales turnover. Is it? That is prediction. If we make expenditure on advertisement, for example, on 100 crores, if we invest advertisements on 100 crores, how it affects to our sales turnover? Definitely it increases sales turnover. This is nothing but correlation coefficient. How it relationship between advertisements and sales turnover. These are 2 variables. Advertisement and sales turnover ಅನ್ನೋದು 2 variables. ಟೂ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಕಾರ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as prediction. Next is reliability. ಅಂದ್ರೆ through calculation of this statistics, it has been sought to be asserted whether or not a test measures on 2 successive occasions the same type of thing. Example, income and expenditure. How it affects, how we have to study the relationship between income and expenditure? Definitely, if our income is more, our expenditure is also more, is it? For example, in this situation, in this pandemic situation, definitely we are all agree that our income reduces. ಯಾವಾಗ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಮಕ್ಳ? ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇಂದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು correlation ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ರಿಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ. How income and expenditure it affects. If income increases, definitely expenditure is also increases. If income reduces, our expenditure reduces. This we are going to study the relationship between the income and expenditure. Okay, next one is validity. A test width value can be obtained through correlation. Whenever a test is constructed, the test not what it claims to test. The question is answered by the magnitudes of the coefficient with various criteria. So what is meant by different criteria? What is validity? It is nothing but, for example, if you will take an example, in our college we are organizers cultural sports activities and different competitions. Okay, so in these competitions and in these cultural events we are going to judge the, or we are going to give some ranks or some places to the students, those who all compete in the competition. For example, on 10 students competition alli participate ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So which are all the criteria we are going to use? For example, if it is a cultural activity, if it is a singing competition or dance competition, or if it is a mehndi competition, example. Okay, in that what criteria we are going to use? ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಗೆ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಅವ್ರ ಅವ್ರ ಒಂದು ಫೇಸಿಯಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ, ಅವ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು, ಈ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕ್ರೈಟೀರಿಯಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು in the competition the judges they are going to allot the ranks to the students, is it? So that is only for a certain period. ಆ competition ನಡೆಯೋವರೆಗೂ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆ basis of criteria basis ಮೇಲೆ they are going to allot the ranks to the students. Okay, and at that situation we are going to use the correlation. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಜನ ಅಥವಾ 2 ಜನ 3 ಜನ ಜಡ್ಜಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. 3 ಜನ ಜಡ್ಜಸ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ? ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದೇರ್ ಓನ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದೇರ್ ಓನ್ ಕ್ರೈಟೀರಿಯಾ. ಬಟ್ ಫೈನಲಿ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತವ್ರಿಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ 2 or more ಜಡ್ಜಸ್ ಏನಿದ್ದಾರೆ their variables are positively correlated, is it? Next is test construction. Whenever a new test is constructed, there is always the question of whether each element of the test is related to the other element or to the test as a whole, and as to whether each element is related to the criteria chosen. Those relationships are all examined through the technique of correlation. For example, research and development activities or launching of new product. Okay, so companies without making testing of the product, how can they manufacture lump sum product, mass products? Not possible. So before that they are going to do the research and development. ಅವರು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ they are going to choose 2 or 3 alternatives or choices. So based on that only they are going to study which is best one, which is good one. Okay, ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹ ನಾವು ಈ ಒಂದು correlation coefficient ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, that is called as test construction for research and development activities and for launching a new product.